In this lesson, we will discuss what are variables, and we will also see how we may compare variables with constants. Now let's get started. Let us first see what is a variable. A variable is basically a space allocated in computer's memory to hold any data and may be referenced using a name. Thus, for a variable you need two things, that number one, space set aside in computer's memory, and number two, the name of the variable. A variable may take on different values at different times. Suppose you want to calculate an employee's payroll, you need two things, that is, number of hours worked and hourly rate. You may set aside a space in memory to store the payroll. However, later on, if you wish to calculate the payroll of a different employee, you may use the same space to store payroll of that new employee. The same spaces and the same program may be used to calculate the payroll of additional employees. A variable is a space in memory that takes on the same role multiple times and may hold a different value each time. The constants are fixed values such as the decimal 2, the string sun, and the character C. Unlike a constant whose value cannot change, a variable can hold a new value every time. We discussed previously how the printf function may be used to print strings, characters, and constants. For example, consider a program. This program prints "here comes number 5, 5" by plugging the constant 5 in place of the format specifier in the format string. It may cross your mind that the printf function hasn't been quite useful so far, because we could have written 5 directly into the control string to get the same output. Now if we run this program, it gives the same output as before, that is, it prints the message "here comes number 5, 5. Okay. However, the flexibility of printf and C programming comes from the ability to use variables, since a variable can hold many different values in program statements. Now let's rewrite the same program to include a variable instead of a constant. Let's name this program num.c. Now this program gives the same output as the previous one, that is, it prints "here comes number 5, 5" on the screen. However, this time we have used a variable called num and assigned it the value 5 and then printed the num variable.